way of Philadelphia as well, but right now I am in Washington, D.C. And as we all know, that I am powered by Shows Unity for Maroon. Um, and this is our call to free him now. He's dying. We ask for compassion and mercy for his immediate release. And that's really where it is that we are right now. I have recently underwent Maroon and I, Uncle Russell and I, should I say, we're working closely with a few things, and he's preparing a place for him when he comes home. That's just where it is that we are with things, as well as his campaign with his campaign. I'm asking those, if you can, to support this GoFundMe, to keep him in high vibrations, absolutely. Just the constant communication and remembering him in our collective consciousness is resonating very near and dear. And I want to be able to deliver to you all just some of the things that, excuse me for 1 second, Siri is dropping in on my conversation, but she's good as long as she takes notes for me. So this is our latest GoFundMe, and the details are there for phase 1. This is a combined effort between the Gladys and Ebony Shows Community Sit-in Garden in Totland and Shows Unity for Maroon. There are a few other team members that are on this here phase 1 GoFundMe fundraiser. And with this, again, this is for a space for those that are in the surrounding community of Sayre Square, that's in the 58th Street, 60th Ward Division of Philadelphia. The 18th District Police District is in that area as well. So we wanna continue to remain faithful and prayerful. And as I mentioned, Maroon is, he's in high spirits. You know, his body is saying one thing, but his mind is just on, he's on another planet, you know, and I'm inspired each and every time that I speak to him. I become humbled, like almost in tears, because the changing of the guards are here. And, you know, it's just that time. And again, I am powered by Shows Unity for Maroon. Our call is that he is freed now. Maroon be freed now. Find compassion and find mercy for his release. He's dying, and we need our elder home. So let us just keep in mind of that. And this is a space that we're creating for that. So thank you for this. This is
I believe we're live. I didn't check over on YouTube because I don't want to use up the bandwidth or whatever, but if not, it's recording.
I see a live thing there.
Good. All righty. So what do you think? Should we give it another minute or so to see if anybody joins the chat, or should we just go right into it?
We'll give it a minute or something.
Easy enough. Yeah. So it's another Sunday here. We made it back. We survived another week.
Maroon survived another week. Let's get him home to survive this on this side of the fence. So let's remember that. Ashe.
Ashe, ashe.
Ashe.
Thank you, Sister Noah Harmony. It's so beautiful to have you here. So exciting to launch this project for the garden. As I've said on Thursday nights, we have a number of gardeners, of like earth folks are here in our community village that have knowledge about the earth. So we are excited to support you in that. And so today we have a pretty special way to introduce each other. It's a little bit different from just passing it. So I'm gonna drop our 5 C's in the chat. Those of you that have been with us since the beginning, since season 1 and the beginning of season 2, you know that these are our 5 C's that we live up to, that we really try to embody. And as organizers and as baby Maroons, as people that are really trying to push ourselves as leaders, we are always looking at these 5 C's. So commitment, clarity, compassion, capability, and creativity. Those are the things that we are looking to grow in all of the time, so that we can be better leaders and fight against white supremacy in all the ways that we do it. So thank you so much, Doreen. I see that in the chat. So when you pass it today, please pass it to someone and let them know what of the 5 C's you see in them. So before you pass it, think about somebody that you have seen exhibit one of those traits or multiple of those traits. It's okay to talk about more than just one. So I'm going to kick it off with an example. We know that we've been doing our Maroon Awards, and we didn't have time last week, so I'm going to try to do this as quickly as possible so I don't take up too much time. But in the building tonight, we have a woman. Oops, Spirit, can you give me screen sharing or co-hosting abilities? We have a woman who goes by Kathy Chang. She is a very humble soul. And since I've met her, she has exhibited all 5 of these traits. And the number one trait that I think of when I think of Kathy Chang is her commitment. She is unshakably committed to the families of stolen lives. She has done so much research on the families she welcomes, and many of the Maroons here on this call have been now to the ceremonies that honor families that have lost lives to police murder and police brutality. So just the amount of work that you do, Kathy, is just ridiculous. And you are so committed both in your heart and in your logistical research mind. She knows all of the families in New York and is just a connector who brings people together. So in time of grief, she is committed to creating a community for families that have lost their children to police. So thank you, Kathy, for being here, for joining us tonight. And yes, we will mail you this Academy Award. And with that, I will pass it to you, and you can say who you are, what brought you here tonight, and then you pass it to somebody else. And hopefully, yeah, if you can think of one of the C's, I know you're not always with us on Maroon Monday, so don't worry, you can just pass it. But thank you, Kathy, for being here, and thank you so much for your commitment.
Thank you. This is sweet. This is my first time, I think. I don't think I've been on here before. I just got back inside, so I was like, oh, it's time. Let me jump on. Thank you so much. And I was actually, when I was looking at those C's, I was thinking that's totally spiritual, because I was like, oh, that's all him. And not to, I guess, make it too easy for myself, like I'll just pick spirit, but that is, it embodies a lot of the work that he's done, his ability to like always be on in terms of heart and just love and warmth for all people, but also like sharply political, and so it's not just let's all just hug it out type thing, but that we are fighting for it's not just about everyone learning to understand and love each other, but fighting to right wrongs, fighting for a sorry, mom is calling me, fighting for a new world. Damn it, I can't make it stop. Hold on a second. Fine. Sorry, Mom. I'll call you back later. Yeah, so thank you. And Spirit, I guess we've known each other for almost 2 decades, right? Almost that long. Yeah, I feel really old. But yeah, I just all the work he's always done, and he's always ready to jump in and just I know from our last National Day of Protest, because I also work with the October 22nd Coalition to Stop Police Brutality, Repression, and the Criminalization of a Generation, and we had our 25th National Day of Protest last year, And I didn't ended up not making it because I ended up in the ER like the week of, and it wasn't COVID, it was something totally else, but I just wasn't going to go anywhere because I didn't know if I was contagious. And so many people told me, those who were there, like if it wasn't for Spirit, the whole thing would have just been, 'cause it was just on top of everything. It just like, it's like I always feel assured, like if Spirit's there, everything's going to work out. And I think part of it is just that sense of um like, not, I guess I want to say trust. It is trust, but just like a trust in him being able to just make things work, make everything work, make everyone feel welcomed, make everyone wake up and see what's going on. So that's, I guess, my impromptu passing the C's over.
Thank you, Kathy. I love you. It's such a pleasant surprise to see you here. I know you're working really, really hard.
Yeah, I'm so behind. I'm always behind in work. I spend more time
Being a
procrastinating,
professor
so I'm
and doing
catching
all
up
that
on
stuff,
work.
so I appreciate you being here with us. And I know we didn't want to put too much people to work because we were like, oh, come through and watch a movie with us. And then Rosa has an assignment. So sorry, we're not trying to make anyone organize more than they need to. It's supposed to be a relaxing Maroon Monday. But that being said, I do want to acknowledge, because as we've been giving props to a lot of our leaders, that obviously the school works with the school, right? There's people who are in the school who are making the school work. And it's not just the people who are coordinating and facilitating, it is also the people who are behind the scenes, at least behind the scenes in a leadership capacity, but are very much in front of the scenes in their community. So I do want to acknowledge Gen C, who has been working with the Maroon Book Club and making this happen, and Maroon Liberation School Book Club, doing the Maroon the Implacable. And look at this beautiful, look at this. This is just beautiful. So I'm gonna copy this. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna paste it. And what we need from you is check out that link and to subscribe to the channels, because they have a mission to obtain 1,000 signatures. So please do. Again, this is amazing work. I don't know how they were able to do this, so I guess this goes out to all the West as well. But if you look, it's so professionally done, so beautiful. Look at these three amazing revolutionary matriarchs who are holding it down, and the graphics and all the setup and display, Remedy putting together this whole format, Carla weathering through the storm of unfortunate Texas and still making it through the channels of communication. And also, again, back to Jen, who is a mother that truly, truly mothers, as well as working on local actions, on police reform and revolution. So I do want to acknowledge you, Gen C, and say big up, big up, big up, big up. Thank you so much for being present with us, knowing that you could be present with so many organizations and formations and still showing up with Baby on Hip, mind you, on a virtual stream to the planet, to the world, being like, that's right, I'm a mother, and what? We love mothers. Thank you so much, Jen C. I pass it to you.
Hi, I'm Jen. Are we doing pronouns? What are we doing right now? What are we saying right now?
Ask Rosa.
Rosa,
Rosa,
what are we
what's
saying?
the prop?
Okay, so if we're talking about, I recently realized that one of the reasons why it's so difficult for me to really nail down what land I'm on is because I think the 13 tribes of Long Island was warring a lot, because I'm in the Smithtown area. So that's one thing. I really have to do more research in that, because recently in the snow, and this is going to sound crazy, but I built an igloo myself, and like I connected to the land, you know, and there's a lot going on in Smithtown. Some of it's good, some of it's not so good, but like I feel like the ancestors who have been here. But yes, my pronouns are she and her, and if we're going to honor someone, I just want to echo what I put in the chat. Like Carla and Remedy are just so awesome. Like Carla, she came through with the quotes and gave our whole entire presentation last Sunday, like the backbone structure that we needed. And Remedy with her StreamYard, her technology, and like all the thumbnails and stuff. It's just amazing. Like I want to be like Remedy when I grow up. So I'm going to pass it to Remedy, actually.
Oh, wow. Woo woo, West Sphere. Maroon, yay. That's, that's what I got to say on that. Jen, we look up to you. Carla and I both are like the babies, the runts of activism, of this movement and what we do here. So we really do look up to you. And it just goes to show you how much of a maroonity this is and what it takes to make anything happen. It just takes work and commitment. It takes compassion. It takes all the C's for sure that we are learning, from the tenants here. And thank you so much for recognizing what we do. Carla, I will pass this on to my comrade, Carla. Jen, everyone else, good job. Good job. Good job. All power to the people. Free your mind, free your people. All right, Carla. Woo-hoo.
Well, there are so many beautiful faces in front of me. I can't choose one person, but I'm going to have to. And so I'm choosing Doreen and for her capacity, because it just like amazes me every single time that like you're up at 12 o'clock in the morning and you're like speaking English or French or West Flemish, whatever you're doing, and you just have like this abundant capacity to be there for others, and to communicate so clearly. And I really look up to you for that. So passing it over to you.
Oh, thank you so much, Carla. Looking even redder than I usually do. Thank you all. It's a pleasure to rock with you, and I feel this has definitely kept me going throughout all of the pandemics that we're going through. And I very much feel like all of you. I want to shout out all of you as well. So thank you so much, Kathy, for sure as well. And I'd like to shout out Lucia for commitment and a couple of other C's, definitely holding it down on the north, with obviously the crew and being on point from taking notes to checking in on questions that we might not have answered yet. And so yeah, I feel you're always on point as well, and there for the right. So much love to you. I did want to honor as well that you shared an award, and we will email it to one of your comrades. So also that recruiting, bringing people in, which is so important to expand our revolutionary family. So I'm just gonna share this as well in honor of your comrade, the other Lucia, and the honoring you wanted to do, and we'll definitely share it with her as well. So passing it on to Lucia.
Ooh, thank you, Queen Doreen. Oh my gosh, I'm so honored. And Lucia had a family crisis this past week, so she is in that right now, and wasn't able to come, but she really enjoyed her time here last week. And oh my goodness, I'm just so grateful. I don't even know what to say. I'm really just honored to be here. And I mean, I'm wondering if I know, well, you kind of already went. Can I shout out Rosa? Because Rosa, you've really inspired me personally. I mean, not to mention like the mountain of things that you're doing, in terms of commitment and capacity. But I've really been inspired by your clarity, and you as well, Doreen, as white-bodied women who feel passionately about this work. And I remember coming into the White Maroons specifically and really being oriented towards like, there is a place for you, and this is what it looks like. And there's kind of a it's like opening this door of possibility to witness someone of the same visual demographic really showing up and really being clear about what that means. So I'm super grateful just as a young person to have that visualized for me and clarified in all my senses, because I'm 20 years old and there's a lot that I don't know. So it's humbling to be shown who I am, who I can be.
Thank you, Lucia. That's so sweet. And thank you, Remedy. And wow, I'm very honored, and it really is wonderful to be in this space where folks are open to sharing in each other's clarity and in each other's questions when we have questions. All right, so there's so many people that you can pass it back to me anytime if we run out. I will pass it to Helen Settles, Sister Settles. I got to ride in a car with her to the People's Church, and I'm sure I will again, as we are both on Staten Island. And y'all, we should have a program just for Sister Settles, to tell her stories, because she has been committed to the movement in so many ways. It's just incredible. So thank you, Sister Settles, for your stories. Thank you for your fight. Thank you for your fuego, your fire. Woo! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We are blessed that you are here. Yes. Veteran Panther in the building. So passing it to you, Sister Settles. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Okay, can you hear me now? Okay. Oh, well, thank you there, Rosa. First of all, it was nice meeting you. I only met you at one time. Partner, being a partner of spirit, I know your spirit is high, but looking at the 5 C's, I don't know, I've for years, I've just felt the commitment to work in the community. I've always been clear as to what it is I wanted to do ever since I was very young. I taught school for 36 years, working with the junior high school kids, and I run basketball programs, so I meet all myriads of kids of all different ethnic background, and my compassion is to always work with kids. I'm one of the co-founders of Staten Island Special Olympics. We in 1975, a bunch of us got together and wanted to do things for the special needs population of Staten Island. So we started Staten Island Special Olympics, and for 46 years, I've been doing Special Olympics. I'm the head basketball coach. I've had many tournaments with my kids. I've taken them to state tournaments, international competition, and as well as national competition. I think I'm capable, even though I'm 70, getting up there in age. I feel that I'm still capable of doing more in the community, and I'm just hoping that that other dreaded C is short-lived, that COVID-19, so I can get back out in the community. Even though it really hasn't stopped, I was at all the Black Lives rallies, and I helped paint the Black Lives Matter sign on Richmond Terrace. So I've been out there, and but we have to be cautious, and I have some underlying conditions, so I just have to try to be as cautious as possible. But I'm still there. Creativity, I don't know if I really have. I mean, I don't really draw. I do sing though. I guess that's being creative when you can sing a song. So I work with Universal Temple of the Arts, which is a educational and cultural organization that's been around for almost 50 years on Jersey Street. And Sajid Muzawir Ladner is our executive director. And I've been involved with them for over 30 plus years. And we bring the annual jazz show. I don't know if you've ever gone, but we're the ones that produce the annual jazz festival. The last one we had was at not Snow Harbor, it was at St. George Theater, as a matter of fact. That was the last one we had before the COVID. So I guess that's my creative side, you know, getting involved with the jazz show, you know. But I you know, I'm definitely here, working in Staten Island. I met a spirit child at a rally for, you know, Eric Gardner, and reacquainted myself and got to know Shep Cat. So, and then we just talked a lot about, you know, the Panther days of long gone and how we can keep the movement going. And that's how I got involved. And I'm willing to stay involved as much as I can. So I don't really know the other people that's on. So only one I know is Spirit and you. So I'd like to pass it on to anybody else who's on that wants to talk about the 5 C's.
We'll pass it back to Rosa. Rosa will take it away. Thank you, Miss Settles.
Okay, all right. I hope that wasn't too long.
Never too long. We love your wisdom and we love your strength and we love your endurance. So it's never too long. We'll go along with you. So it's all good.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, great. So I'm going to go from Sister Settles to Diana Rivera. That's one of Fist's daughters. I hope you are here, Diana. I really admire your creativity. Diana.
Hold on, I can't let you do that to yourself.
No, it's not her, it's you.
Yeah. It was still set up from yesterday. I had to grab her phone. I didn't realize it. Sorry about that.
All good. It's all in the family, so it's fine.
That's right. I'm an improv artist. So Fist, you and your children, so creative, so committed, ridiculous. So Fist has brought so much to season 1, so much to season 2, and always in the streets, always thinking about new community, how to bring in folks, and the way that you are able to link in your youth is just so creative and really shows your commitment. So over to you, Fist. Thank you for catching me. I love being caught, to be honest. I really love that. So thank you, Fist, and thank you for all that you do.
In the whole industry. You know, thank you. I appreciate that. Of course, you know, I got much love for y'all. Everybody there getting to know better and better. You will come through quite a journey. We still got a lot of road ahead of us, hopefully. And I was just studying about creativity. You know, creativity is not just artistic. You know, there's organizational creativity. There's creativity in developing new ideas, new ways to serve, new ideas for community, business, to you develop programs that are meaningful and helpful to timely to people. So, you know, I'm grateful to be involved with this and the people I'm meeting. And I think I would like to pass, you know, representation off to Marcella, Maroon, Lovin, because in our conversations, we've had a chance to talk in the past and talk about homeschooling and the things that we're doing for our children. And in the world that we live in today, though the pandemic has changed the dynamics a little bit, it takes a lot of commitment, you know, to be a parent, to give the time necessary to raise your children and provide for them as human beings, and then to take on the second job of being their teacher and being committed to that and making sure you're helping your child reach their full potential. So I pass it to Marcella.
Thank you, Fist. Just means a lot to be in collaboration like this. So I just feel really, really, really inspired. And thank you so much for offering that, because as a parent, it just feels so important. And I'm learning so much watching how the kids are being brought into the center of the circle and given chances to express over and over again, just like yesterday. So Fist really helped me through a time I just want to thank you for that, Fist, and I want to acknowledge Madame for her clarity. And I've been working with her for the past 2 seasons, and I just want to let you know, Madame, that the way that you are self-connected and the way that self-connection shows up in your capacity to basically say, hey, this is what I want, or this is a suggestion, really helps keep things moving. And I really value that and really appreciate it. So thank you so much, Madame, for your clarity. And I'm passing it to Madame.
Thank you so much, Marcella. I really, really appreciate that. And, you know, I appreciate everybody here, but there's actually somebody that I just wanted to, oh wait, I'm supposed to say why I'm here. I'm here because there's a lot of work to do and we need to do it. And by staying connected and staying down with one another and lifting each other up is how we get ahead. And so that's why I'm here, because this network is really empowering. All of you bring a lot to the table for me, and I do my best to bring everything to the table for y'all. But the person I want to pass the mic to right now, I'm actually really glad that I'm having the opportunity to do this, because I had only spoken to them last week, and I'm talking about MJ. And I want to talk about clarity, because MJ, in just a couple of moments, oh, thanks for the nail shout out. In just a couple of moments that I heard MJ speaking, I felt I felt like I got a really clear picture of who they are and their passion and what they're about. And I felt really, really connected. And so, MJ, I'm passing the mic to you. Shout outs for your clarity.
Thank you so much. I'm so honored. I'm pretty new around here, but so far what I've seen from everybody is so inspiring. Especially, like, I want to highlight the commitment. Seeing everyone's commitment here, hearing about all these different things that like everybody's doing to like put their little 2 cents in, and like just, you know, give whatever energy you can is really inspiring to me. And to know how much everybody like has on their plates, and like we all got lives out here, and just, I don't know, I'm so inspired by the effort that I see each and every one of you putting in, and the spirit behind it too is great. So that's just a little shout out to everybody. And I'll pass it to somebody who hasn't spoken yet. Let me see. I'll go ahead and pass it to Brad. Hey, Brad.
Hi, MJ. I want to echo exactly what you just said, because can't think of a better way to put it. I'm inspired by the commitment and the everything that I see and hear from everybody. Remedy, Jen, Carla, you're just like leading the way with this thing. It's so beautifully done. It's very inspiring. And Lucia and Marcella in the north as well. I can't wait to see what's going to happen with this. South Sphere is here for you. We're at your disposal, and we've got some good things cooking in the South too. So keep the South in your mind and in your heart as things go on. I brought with me a friend tonight that I would love to pass it to. He may be underground in the subway, so I'm not sure if it's going to work, but my friend Paul, we work together quite a bit. We're friends and colleagues, and I admire his commitment to the decolonialization of classical music, which is not an easy thing to even start doing. Paul spends most of his time thinking about this, so I'm glad that he could join us and meet some of the people that inspire me most in my life. Are you there, Paul? Maybe we lost him. Well, if we get him back, he can say hello. But he did want me to pass along, because he knew that it might not work. He texted me that please share how moved I am to hear from everyone. I'm interested especially in the commitment to liberation, the unlearning and learning that needs to happen, and commitment to growing in relationship. So thank you, Paul, for passing along those words.
Thank you. Thank you. He was here.
There he is. There he
We
is.
saw him in his mask. Oh,
Hi, everyone. Sorry, I'm going in between subway stations. It's an honor to hear from you, and I look forward to being committed to getting to know everyone in a deeper relationship. Thank you so much for everything you've done.
thank you, Paul. Brad, would you like to pass it to anyone?
Yeah, I can pass it to Val, who's somebody that I look forward to getting to know better.
Briefly, I will just give a quick intro. Val came in on the strength. Thank you for joining us, Val. I'm not sure if you're able to share or say some words. We just met via communique regarding the free Maroon Now. And I can say, I can just see by the communication, follow up and follow through, that commitment is definitely there with you, and the way you communicate is right on. So you're in this community, and hopefully you and Sister Noah, now y'all can see each other, will have that conversation in regards to the article and work that you're doing around Maroon and Mumia. So it's good to actually see somebody that you communicate these days with on that other platform and way. So thank you for joining just on the strength. I know you were busy and you were able to be here with us. So thank you so much, Val.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. And I was just, when we were talking about the 5 C's, I was just thinking about you because, I mean, you and Sister Noah Harmony, actually, because it was all sort of last minute. And I was like, oh my gosh, I got to get this article together. And what am I going to do? And immediately you responded on the weekend. And so did Sister Noah. And so I can tell that the compassion and commitment and capacity is all there just from the one day of speaking with both of you. And I'm so happy to be here. So thank you all for having me.
Yay, thank you for joining us. That's great news. I couldn't catch a call yet. So Sister Noah is on the phone right now with Maroon. Obviously, I think you're the last person. We'll let you do what you got to do because that's really important. But if you want, you know what I'm saying, if he wants to say what's up to us, because we always say what's up to him, what up, what up, what up, you can put him on a little speaker. We love to hear some words. But if not, that's all good. We know you have the moments that need to do what you got to do. But we will say that Sister Noah Harmony has been, I just picking up the baton this year, and from knowing what has been passed down.
Okay, can I get Uncle Russell to speak for a moment?
Please, yes, I was just holding space, do it.
Okay, hold on for 1 second, please. Hold on, let me take off my AirPod.
Okay. You know, he's coming along and gave him hours today.
Can you all hear?
Okay, now you go ahead and I'll talk when you finish.
A bit, yeah.
Spirit Child, how you doing there, brother? Can you hear Spirit Child?
Peace, I can hear you a bit, Russell. How you feeling?
So, okay, go ahead and get a chance to talk to you up in here for the longest. Know about all the work you be doing, all the good work you be doing, and all the stuff you tried that help you with whatnot. Really appreciate that. So, I'm hoping, praying that we're gonna get a chance to each other one day. If not, that's good. It's a good thing. So what's up with you?
We're gonna make that happen. You know we gotta make that happen. Yeah, everything is good with us, and we're so happy to hear your voice. I know the calling times have been off of us, but we're gonna make that happen. And also I found out that I could try to email you. So look for me and to communicate via email so we can make this 2021 a closer conversation between you and I.
So go ahead and stand. I'll email up, and we'll go back and forth a little bit. See how that works.
Ashe.
Ashe. Everybody here says free Maroon. We say free Maroon. We say free Maroon now and free them all.
There's 17 people here now, Uncle Russell. That's
Free
on the line right
Maroon.
now.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. So, I'm going to appreciate everything. So I'm just trying to help you a little bit. Help you a little bit of freedom, man. If I can.
This is a call from Pennsylvania State Correctional Institution, Dallas. This call is subject to recording and monitoring.
That's everybody. Don't keep on struggling. This is an ongoing thing.
We will. Right on. We love you, brother. We love you. And we can't wait to see you home. And if everybody here wants to just take yourselves off mute and just shout out Maroon real quick, that'd be great. I think he can hear the voices.
Free Maroon.
Okay.
Free Maroon.
Yeah.
That's right.
Free Maroon.
Free Maroon.
Love you, freedom, freedom. Love
Yeah.
Hope to meet you in person soon.
See you on the outside.
action, movement. Taking it.
Your welcome home party.
Thank you for your writings. Thank you for your soul.
Peace and
I
blessings.
wish that we got a better situation where I could be a little more spirited than I am now when I'm in kind of a situation that we dispose right in the middle of in here now, more or less like everybody in the whole. We think sometimes not really, it's good. That was nice to do. But all I can do is, hope that y'all pick up the best that I'm sending y'all way. So let's keep moving.
All right. We're going to take your salams. Okay. All right.
Thank you so much, Sister Noah Harmony. Thank you so much, Maroon. We appreciate you. We love you. And we'll communicate real soon. And we always say freedom all, free the land as well. Yay, that was great. That was an amazing treat on our Maroon Monday before we end our season off. I don't want to speak too much. I do want to say that it is not coincidental that we're having this conversation. We are going to pick up season 3, April 12th. April 12th is the day that our sensei, Fred Ho, transitioned in 2014, as well as the birthday of a mentor of my partner, Uncle John. And that was also the time that we took to make our love vows in a way to honor those particular vibrations and ancestry. So 2014, April 12th, we're going to kick off season 3, April 12th on Monday, which is the second week in April, honoring Fred Ho and Uncle John and our ancestors. So all of March, you won't be getting so much communication from us, but you'll get the vibrations from us. So if y'all don't know, Fred Ho was the one that introduced us to Russell Maroon Schultz, and Fred Ho was and is the one that kind of guides us in a way of strategy, prefiguration, and all the tenets, even these 5 C's that we're speaking and uttering of, even though these words are not unique, the way that they're put together. He was a brilliant writer, strategist, martial artist. He was in the Marines. Yes, there he is. So we'll kick off season 3, a baritone sax player, amazing musician, just a futuristic individual, and has taught us and me personally so much. We are going to honor that spirit. And this is what we're doing this for, and this is why, and this is how we get that energy and that fire. So before I break down over here, I'm not sure if there's anything else that needs to be said, Miss Bettina or Miss Doreen. I'm going to just do my tech stuff and, be in the shadows for a second.
I don't know how you're talking. That was so moving. Thank you, Sister Noah Harmony. Thank you, Russell. Just feel so blessed that we have 17 people here on the call to show him that we are here, and there will be more in season 3. So thank you.
Absolutely. And we'd say we don't want you to miss us too much. So we will be communicating in March, as well as Spirit was saying, inviting you all for some in-depth personal conversations. So if you're not on the radar yet, do feel free to drop in your email if you'd like to be on that list as well, and be on the lookout for the March events. 8th of March, we'll be honoring some amazing revolutionary matriarchs from various wings. So we'll communicate that through the lists as well. And the North event towards the end of March, more info coming soon. And much gratitude, absolutely. As Rosa was saying, this is an amazing moment, you all.
Who's your person for Black History Month this year?
Ali.
Yes, and what does he do?
Knock people's head off.
Yeah.
Ali moving in on London. A fuselage of punches by Muhammad Ali. London goes down.
I'm gonna float like a butterfly and sting like a bee.
Record him because he about to do it. Fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee. I'm gonna talk about Muhammad Ali. Born in Kentucky, follow his beliefs, and no to the war, no military. The greatest boxer, so legendary. Thanks for Queen Blizzy for believing in me. That's Muhammad Ali. That's Black history. That's Black history.
I am the greatest.
I guess.
I got one more to share. That young person with the gloves was 2 years old. We just did an event yesterday and partnered with the Youth Legacy Chapter. Those who know or don't know, we're working with Eric Garner Camp, and there was a beautiful, brilliant collaboration. It is on YouTube. We won't share the link because we want to share a better link, so you'll get that via email because there was some lags and drags, but the youth came through and all these maroon cubs were holding it down. And I do want to share one more if y'all entertain us just a little bit. I know it's a long one. If you have to hop off, that's cool. I'll share the link as well to Daughters of the Dust so you can see that at your time. It is a pretty lengthy film, but we appreciate you. This is our last day, so we like to make a big finale vibration. And this is our little maroons doing their thing.
Hi, Ria. Hi, Soel.
Hi. Hi.
And who do you have here?
He's moving. He's Russell Maroon Schultz.
Okay, and what do we need to do for Russell Maroon Schultz?
We need to free them.
We need what?
We need to do justice for them and free them.
We need to free them all, right? And free Russell? That's great. Ria, do you have any words for our freedom fighters? Don't know? All right. What do we say? What? Freedom? So what do we say?
Do freedom for him.
That's right. Thank you.
Power. Justice power. Justice power.
All right. Justice power. Beautiful. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Hi, Ria. Who are you holding?
Thomas.
That's right. And who is he?
He's Maroon. Did I scare you?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Tell me.
I'm gonna go be an angel today.
What does he fight for?
He fights for freedom.
Thank you. Hi, Soel.
Hi.
Who are some heroes for Black legacy?
Malcolm X, Dada, and Doreen.
And what's another word for hero?
Maroon.
Yay. Do you have something special for today? A song?
Moment in time, moment to sick, moment to rhyme, moment to spit. Hold this time, hold a twist. It's your eye. When you fight, I fight. You die, I die. It's your eye. When you live to live, I live to live. Rise. It's your eye. When you fight, I fight. You die, I die. It's your eye. When you live to live, I live to live. I'm that black freedom fighter, African that loves the cider, organizer, ready rider, liberation screams inside of me. See, I'm on fire for the people, never die, forever live until I die. Get 'em high, till we all free. We fight back, it's like that. We fight back, it's like that. We fight back, it's like that. We fight back. You can't debate the human race disease. The Mother Earth, how much more can you take? Before the earth breaks and the sun don't set. Between you and I, she's quite upset. Never rest with this part of mess. You got the ozone, full blown, minute and explode. Culture so too little down low. My faith, no space, never be left alone. Your faith done grown the cell phone. Your soul gets low and now you phone. Like a robot, your clock, the bigger, down. I won't stop hip-hop. But I feel that hip-hop stop before post o'clock. I won't drop, leave the planet rock. I'm in it like granite to rock. To the pyramids, yep, here it is. Keep flipping this, here we go. It's your eye. When you fight, I fight. You die, I die. It's your eye. When you live to live, I live to live. Rise. It's your eye. When you fight, I fight. You die, I die. It's your eye. When you live to live, I live to live. I'm that black freedom fighter, African that loves the cider, organizer, ready rider, liberation swings inside of me. See, I'm on fire for the people, never die, forever live until I die. Get 'em high till we all free. We fight back, it's like that. We fight back, it's like that. We fight back, it's like that. We fight back, get free, 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 free. Come on. Live to live, rise. It's your eye. When you fight, I fight. You die, I die. It's your eye. When you live to live. I'm that black freedom fighter, African that loves the cider, organizer, ready rider, liberation screams inside of me. See, I'm on fire for the people, never die, forever live until I die. Get 'em high till we all free. Free, 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 free.
All right, party people, thank you so much for entertaining that. We just had a parent moment. We're just going to push you over here. So thank you, Doreen, for making the edits of that. That was a little surprise we had, putting her skills and magnificence into that brilliant editing capacity. Thank you so much. And yeah, we'll move on. If there's any other words, we'll play the film. Am I missing anything? Am I forgetting anything? No, we're good. Okay, we're good. We're good to go. Thank you so much for being here. We love a finale. We love a big rah. And if you're still here at the end of the film, which is an hour and 50 minutes, if you haven't seen this film is very more abstract, surreal, and creative than the other films So feel free to move around. I know the first few films that we've shown, the documentaries, etc. There's a lot of note taking, but just enjoy and observe and collect the aesthetic of this. I do want to shout out Fist one more time. Those of you who don't know, he was so inspired. The first Maroon of the Americas documentary part 1 and 2 that we watched in the beginning of the month, he was like, did anybody contact the filmmaker? No, I'm going to contact the filmmaker. Right on the spot, not even a week, he got a response, and then we connected and we're in communication, trying to figure out how to embrace that person who's living in Bay Ridge, who's in Brooklyn. And we're like right on Staten Island. So if you know, we like right there. So we're trying to figure out how to bring this other Maroon filmmaker into our nest of village and see how they can take a Q&A maybe for season 3. So thank you so much, Fist, for always being like, let's make something happen. I don't really know what's gonna happen, but let's go out there and make it happen. I tell you, that's hip hop. And he is one like hand-to-hand combat, giving the flyers type person, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate all you for being here. And yeah, sit back, relax, enjoy that. Or if you're moving, Paul, I know I feel that, but you know, try to see if you can get comfy if you can. And we'll see y'all on the flip side. Thank you so much, y'all.
I am the first and the last. I am the honored one and the scorned one. I am the whore and the holy one. I am the wife and the virgin. I am the barren one. And many are my daughters. I am the silence that you cannot understand. I am the utterance of my name.
أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله
Believe it. I had no idea. Cousin Mary. Praise the Lord, Mr. Sneed. My dear cousin Mary Pesant. This has turned out to be a very special day for the Pesant family indeed. Violet.
Pleasure to meet you, Mary Pesant.
Yellow. They call me Yellow Mary.
Our fathers were brothers. Of course, compared to some people, Yellow Mary's not all that light-skinned. Yellow Mary, I'd like you to meet my photographer, Mr. Sneed. I've commissioned Mr. Sneed to photograph our family crossing over to the mainland. What's past is prologue. I see this day as their first steps toward progress. An engraved invitation to the culture and education and wealth of the mainland. Yellow Mary, wouldn't you agree?
My story begins on the eve of my family's migration north. My story begins before I was born. My great-great-grandmother, Nana Pesant, saw her family coming apart. Her flowers to bloom in the distant frontier. And then there was my ma and daddy's problem. Nana prayed and the old souls guided me into the new world. I came in time for the big celebration, to be among my cousins, my aunties and uncles. I can still see their faces, smell the oil in the wicker lamps. I can hear the voice of Auntie Hagar calling out for her daughters Iona and my own, and teasing the newlyweds.
Kalos, beautiful. Idos, form. Scopen, to view. If an object is placed between two mirrors, inclined at right angles, an image is formed in each mirror. Then, these mirror images are in turn reflected in the other mirror, forming the appearance of 4 symmetrically shaped objects. Oh, I think it's just a wonderful discovery. It's beauty, simplicity, and science, all rolled into one small tool. I think the children will enjoy it.
Yellow Mary, look. Uncle Spikenard used to live there. Do you remember him? Oh, I guess not. I was just a young miss too then. He was from Africa. And just after the war, he moved from the plantation to that little house on the waterfall. Remember how when Uncle Spikenard got excited or angry, he'd talk funny so the children couldn't understand him? He'd speak in African words and sounds. You know, just before the war, Uncle Spikenard told me they'd keep boatloads of fresh Africans off on some secret islands around here.
Viola, our government banned the transporting of Africans for slavery 50 years before the Civil War.
Not back off on these islands. No. Just before the war, they were still running and hiding saltwater Africans, purebred from the Yankees.
My life not done. And then like a newborn baby out. And I ain't gonna live so long to see what become of all them Negro people who are free. Know what they say. Know what why they wake up and whisper in their husband's ears. That the word but wet their lip in at night time. Now everything they own all box up, pack up, and ready for head north. But when they come today for kiss these old withered up cheeks bye-bye, I'm gonna have something more than fair waiting on them. You see, I better work upon a plan.
Mistress Iona Pazant, Daughter Island, August 18, 1902. Iona, with the greatest respect for yourself and the Pazant family, I beg that you stay by my side here on this island. Please do not leave me in this flood of migration north. I feel if I lose you, I will lose myself. Consider the memories we share of growing up together. We are the young, the eager up from slavery, eager to learn a trade, eager to make a better life for ourselves and our children who will follow. Our love is a very precious, very fragile flowering of our most Innocent Childhood Association. If fear clouds your decision, together we must call out to higher forces that they might guide us. Iona, as I walk toward the future with your heart embracing mine, everything seemed new. Everything seemed good. Everything seemed possible. Signed, St. Julian Last Child, son of the Cherokee Nation, son of these islands we call Data, Coosa, Edisto, Sapelo, Dofsky, Ossabaw, Kiwa, Warsaw, Paris, and Santa Helena.
Aona, you have to go north with us. And the heck I won't let you stay. We all have to leave. We all have to leave together.
Who that? What you chillin' up to now? Oh, get on with your son or help me clean away these weeds.
Just because we cross it over to the mainland, it doesn't mean we don't love you. It don't mean we're not gonna miss you now. And it don't mean we're not gonna come home to visit with you soon.
Eli Positive, you don't stop grinning at me. You ain't right to tease old folks. Especially your great-grandmother. You're lucky I got breath in me yet. You old goober head. Goober head. Your name used to be called Goober Head. Remember that? Goober means peanut.
What this is? Something seemed to be stuck in here.
You know your granddaddy shot ain't like to see no woman chewing tobacco. Ain't that so? You know that's so. No. I visit with old Pazette every day since that day him died. It's up to the living to keep in touch with the dead, Eli. Man's power don't end with death. We just move on to another place. place where we go and watch over our living family. Respect your elders. Respect your family. Respect your ancestors. You don't worry that baby you're carrying ain't John, 'cause she get forced. You won't have no baby that was sent to you. The ancestor and the wound, they the same. Those in this grave, like those what across the sea, they with us. They all the same. The ancestor and the wound. Call on your ancestors, Eli. Let them guide. You need their squint. Eli, I need for you to make the family strong again, like we used to be.
How can you understand me and the way I feel? This happened to my wife. My wife! I don't feel like she mine no more. When I look at her, I feel I don't even want her no more.
You can't give back what you never owned. You'll never belong to you. She marry you.
Why didn't you protect us, Nana? Someone put the fix on me. Was it the ganja? Or bad luck? Or were your soul too deep in the grave to give a damn about my wife and some stranger was riding her? When we was children, we really believed you could work the good out of evil. We believe in the newsprint on the wall, your tree of glass jars and bottles, the rice you carry in your pockets. We believe in the frizzle-haired chicken, the coins, the roots, and the flowers. We believe they will protect us. And we believe in we honor love. I ain't been scared of nothing. And no one. 'Cause I knew my great-grandmother have it all in her pocket. Or could walk it up.
Never forget who we is and how far we done come.
I believe here. I don't have no other choice.
Eli, there's a thought, a recollection, something somebody remembers. We carry these memories inside of we. Do you believe that those hundreds of Africans brought here on this other side will forget everything they once knew? We don't know where the recollection comes from. Sometimes we dream them. But we carry these memories inside of we.
What we supposed to remember, Nana? How we one time was able to protect those we love? On the Africa where we was kings and queens and built great big cities?
Eli, I'm trying to learn you how to touch your own spirit. I'm fighting for my life, and I'm fighting for yours. Look in my face. I'm trying to give you something to take north with you, along with all your great big dreams. Call on those old Africans, Eli. They come to you when you least expect them. They hug you up quick and soft as the warm, sweet wind. Let them old souls come into your heart, Eli. Let them touch you with the hand of time. Let them feed your head with wisdom that is from this day in time. Because when you leave this island, Eli Pazette, you ain't going to no land of milk and honey. Eli, I'm putting my trust in you to keep the family together up north. That's the challenge we face all you Negro people who are free. Celebrate our ways.
Nana prayed for help. I got there just in time.
Come, child. Come.
Fresh and sweet like a baby's breath.
Eula, who done this to us?
Nothing good can come from knowing.
Everything good done gone. Our dreams all gone.
I leave this place, I'm never again gonna live in your life.
Oh, girl, you're so silly. What are you to look at?
Oh, I love you.
Now, this means
Gumbo!
popcorn,
Sojo!
water,
Dilo!
fire,
Dizzy!
yeah.
Now, that's all what Grandma remember. Hey, the less of the old and the fuss of the new. The older I get, the closer I get to the ground. This the worst place for born in when it's slavery time. With hands scarred with blue from the poisonous indigo dye was built up all them plantations from swampland. We spirit numb from the sting of fever from the rice field. We back, bend down, while with the plantain and the hoeing and the sea island cotton. He was an elder in many, many years back when I lay in my mother's arms. I saw Africa in her face.
It was an age of beginnings, a time of promises. The newspaper said it was a time for everyone, the rich and the poor, the powerful and the powerless.
You let's say we the bridge where they cross over on. We the tie between then and now, between the past and the story what to come.
Where that wind? I dreamed a wind the other night. I dreamed a great wind the other night. I know I see. Oh, baby, God, it's time to change that thing. Anytime you bring me a wind like that, it means change. I know it. That gussador, ain't it? Old man Pizzat granddaughter done come home. Oh, she got ruined. Yellow Mary going off and get ruined. What that she got with her?
Iona!
Go on, 90%. It'll most likely kill her to see this heifer done return. But, Ma, I don't think... All that yellow wasted.
Is this the same little guy? Is this rockin' Gussie Yard?
That shameless hussy.
Look, Trula, this is Trula.
What this is?
Store-bought biscuits here.
Bread from a stone.
You know, Yellow Mary, they say I'm what know how to cook is mighty pretty.
May I can taste one?
You know I don't like messing around in no kitchen.
I would need them know how if she doesn't touch them.
Never knew where them hands gonna be. I can just smell the helper.
Buzzard don't suckle in the air just for fun. That gal done come back here for something.
Just to make sure ain't no dead crab. Ain't nobody want to eat no dead crab.
Why you making crowds?
Girl, you need to be plucking this chicken.
Throw one of them things on Hagar.
No.
I done cut 3 cabbages to get thick. I need to cut some more. Yes, we need some more. Cut some more. Catch some more ice.
And then use more shrimp. Then you I know.
The earth, O Lord, is swelling with fruitage and reminds us that this is the seed time of life. That not today, not tomorrow, will come the true reaping of the deeds we do, but in some far-veiled and mighty harvest. Not deceiving ourselves with the apparent ease of evil, looking to that harvest when the earth belongs to the Lord, not us, and the fullness thereof. Put that down. No. You know, when I left this island, I was a sinner and I didn't even know it. But I left these islands, touched that mainland, and fell into the arms of the Lord.
What they got out there anyway, Ola?
Life, child, the beginning of a new life. Who they out there?
Jesus Christ, baby, the Son of God.
Heard you was coming. I'm in a waiting to see your son's dick clean.
I get it, drama. Didn't know they were talking about me, you know. Wanted to surprise you, Nana. It's a hard thing to do in evil London.
No surprises here, young Mary. What do you wear around your neck?
St. Christopher Chang. We're traveling on a journey.
What kind of belief that is? He protect you?
I see your family sticks to the old ways.
Yeah, we stick to them. But times is a-changing. And you know, Mr. Sneed, you have to change with the times.
Yeah, Mr. Hale, you know any of those old Africans from your plantation days?
As much as I like for fish, I never put a pole in that water. That there the spot where the girl got drowned by she owner. And it is evil, Landon. I don't mean you can't drown her. Second, how they say water in Spanish?
Agua.
Agua. My ma came to me last night, you know. She take me by the hand.
Your titty been dead a long time, Eula.
I need to see my ma. I want to talk to her. So I write her a letter, put it near the bed, the glass of water, and I wait. I wait and ma come to me. It come to me right on.
Eula, you real backwater get your girl.
This must be the most desolate place in the earth. You know, I think what I would do.
No, Mary. It's beautiful.
Here it is, folks. Evil London, reflecting the muddy waters of history. Me, myself, personally, not look at my reflection in the muddy water, you know. The only way for things to change, for people to change, is to keep moving. People sitting still, men sitting still, don't get it with me, you know. Wish I could find me a good man, you know. somebody I could depend on. Not that I'd want to depend on. Just to know that I could if I had to.
You'll be eat soon.
A little face powder never hurt y'all none, you know. It's these blood-sucking gnats is gonna drive me back over to the mainland. We live like savages back over in here. I sure hope they're fixing some gumbo. It's been a long time since I had some good gumbo. I had some in Savannah, you know. But they didn't put everything in it. I had some good food in a long time.
I found her fetching a parasol by Evil Lanny.
What kind of woman she is? Yellow Mary ain't no family woman. She a scary woman.
She a new kind of woman.
Same time, the raping of colored women is common as a fish in the sea. You didn't tell Eli who did it, did you? You got a good man, Eula. Somebody you can depend on. You don't need to know who could get himself killed. There's enough uncertainty in life without wondering what tree your husband's hanging from. Don't tell him that.
I remember how important the children were to the Pazant family, and how I had to convince my daddy that I was his child.
Know about them Africa people, you need to talk to Bilal.
Saltwater Negroes.
They steal Bilal from Africa when he's just a Lee boy. He come over on the very last slave ship. Bilal come over on the Wanderer.
My baby was born dead. And my titty was full of milk. We needed money, so I hired out to what the family. Some big supposed to be muckety smuck off of Edisto Island. Highfalutin buckra. They go to Cuba, I go. I nurse the baby, take care of the other children. That's how I got root. I want to go home and they keep me. They keep me. So I fixed the titty. They send me home.
Gal. I don't know why Nana Pazan won't come sit herself down over here near where we can watch over her. Snakes off in that hot grass.
All people think they have all the answer, you know. Carrying around that can. I don't think I ever see her without it.
You ought to save this one for Eula. For her about as strange as Nana Pazan. Sometimes I think that old woman ain't got her right mind.
They gotta present you laughing at an old woman. And just like Eula, you married into this family. but she's our grandmother. There's nothing wrong or harmful in that tin can she carries. Just some old
Scraps of memories.
Now I'll be the first to admit that Nana is carrying a lot of luggage. And she needs to put her soul in the hands of the Lord. But she built her life around this family. She's old and she's frightened. What does Nana know about the world outside? Nothing. Nana was never educated. All she knows are simple things. Things people told her a long time ago.
That's why I say, Nana Pazant need to pack her things like the rest of we and come along. She don't need to stay here like she's somebody who ain't got no people.
I might not have been born into this family, but I'm here now. And I say let Nana Pazant stay behind. That's what she want. We're moving into a new day. She too much a part of the past.
Don't let Daddy Mac hear your mouth.
I'm a fully grown woman, and I don't have to mind what I say. I done born 5 children into the world and put 2 in the ground alongside they daddy. I'd work all my life and ain't got nothing to show for. And if I can't say what's on my mind, then damn everybody to hell.
Mind now, the Lord is a-listening.
I'm an educated person, and I'm tired of those old stories. Watching her make those root potions. Who do she be talking? Washing up in the river with her clothes on, just like those old saltwater folks used to do. My children ain't gonna be like those old Africans, fresh off the boat. My God, I still remember.
And look at that old crazy Bilal.
Bilal Muhammad is a heathen.
But he do strange things, just like Nana.
Hush! She's our grandmother.
Those old people, they pray to the sun, they pray to the moon, sometimes just to a big star. They ain't got no religion in them. No. This is a new world we're moving into. And I want my daughters to grow up to be decent somebodies. I don't even want my girls to have to hear about all that mess. I'll lock horns with anybody and anything that tries to hold me back. Now I say, if Nana Pazant wants to live and die on Igbo land, then God bless her old soul.
I think it's gone rain. My time was running out. The women were arguing and fighting. I could still see the fear and the hope in the eyes of our fathers. They were the sons of drums, who could only speak of their future. Everyone was just as scared as Nana Pazant.
Yeah.
You know, man, you're starting to cheat that thing again.
Yeah, why
You see
not?
the missing boxes and that ain't what you're supposed to do. Well, we're going to do it that way. We're going to do it that way, huh? Okay, okay. Any way you can win, huh?
Down! Down! So man in town got a color lady with him. Say she a newspaper woman.
We work on anti-lynching law again. Maybe you want to be with us.
Maybe. I still believing with the rest come on.
Maybe when we go north, you take with you more than you let in your dreams.
I ain't got no more dreams, cousin.
You've been practicing.
This quiet place, years ago, my family knelt down and caught a glimpse of the eternal. We left our markers in the soil in memory of the families who once lived here. We were the children of those who chose to survive. Years later, Mama told me she knew I had been sent forward by the old souls.
Ina, mina, mina. Ina, mina, mina. Ina, mina.
That mine. That me. No, wait. This one, wait. That one you.
I wish I had this kind.
I was traveling on this spiritual mission, but sometimes I would get distracted.
I wish I had this dog. I wish I had this doll. I wish I had this bed to go inside my house.
How did a young? You ain't got no house.
I wish I did. If I did, I'd put this bed inside my house. And I wish I had a rabbit.
What you wish for, Ninny Jugs?
Everything.
Ninny Jugs, you can't have everything. You gotta go like this. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a piggy by its toe. My mother said to pick this one right over here. Which for the one right where my finger stopped. Now, I wish I'd put that wish book away. It's time to eat.
I hear they done opened up the old Seminole Creek land for the white homesteader.
The only thing left is scrap iron still and tenant farming. Listen to what I tell you, man. If Roosevelt do anything at all, it's gonna be for northern industry and not for we.
Supper's ready,
Wish books, saltwater Negroes, gold earrings to sharpen your vision.
Oh, they spoil their children with dreams, wishes, magic. But then they're the most important members of the family, the children and the old souls. Come.
Gather up those kids on Evo Landing. Bring them over here.
Let's go and get them. Come now. No.
Hey, Ella Mary. They say you be a rich woman.
My ma said she could feel me by her side. I remember the call of my great-great-grandmother. I remember the journey home. I remember the long walk to the graveyard, to the house that I would be born in, to the picnic site. I remember and I recall.
It's 50 years since slavery, Mr. Sneed, but here we still give our children names like my own and I own her, you need her, I adore her, you adore her. We even have a Pete and repeat. Sometimes these islanders name their babies the day of the week or season in which they were born. Not to mention, everyone has several nicknames. Goober, Boy Rat, Hail, Carvers, Winter, Pigeon, Hard Time, Fanti, Cuda, Okra, Yono, Sish, Alex Mine,
Jackamine, Jasper Mine, Corn House, Bina, Shambo, Obatala, Oya Yansa, Yemonja, Eshu Elegba.
Today to show our respect to our family elders and to celebrate our family's crossing to the mainland. But we're also here today to honor the old souls, many who from the very, very beginning of our creation guided our journey from one world to another. We're here today because our parent took we by the hand and teach we to swim the current surrounding these islands. And they teach we to
and recollect how we live in the time before freedom come in the old days. They didn't keep good record of our birth, our death, in the selling of the slave back then. A male child might get took from a mother and sold at birth. Then year later, this same person might have to mate with his own mother or sister if they was brought back together again. So it was important for the slave themselves to keep the family toys, just like the African griot, who would hold these records in his head. The old souls in each family could recollect all the birth, death, marriage, and sale. Those 18th century Africans, the watchers, the keepers, the ancestors.
We peasant, we come from a long, long line of creation and hope, begun by those first captured Africans. And Nana, she carried them with her, 4 generations of peasant. And we must carry them with us wherever we go.
It was here they bought him. They took him out the boat, right here where we just stand. Nobody remember how many of them it was. But there was a good few, according to my great-grand,
She was a little girl at the time. The ship had just come from the deep water. It was a great big old ship with sail. The minute those Igbo was brought ashore, they just stop and take a look round. Not saying a word, just studying the place real good. And they seen thing that day that you and I don't have the power to see. Well, they had seen just about everything to happen around here that day. The slavery time, the war my grand always talk about. Those Igbo didn't miss a thing. Even seeing you and me standing here talk. When they got through sizing up the place real good and seeing what was to come, my grand said they turned. All of them. And walked back in the water. Every last man, woman, and child. Now you wouldn't think they'd get bare fast, seeing as it was water they was walk on. Had all that iron upon them. Upon their ankle and their wrist, and fastened round their neck like dog collar. But Chang didn't stop those Igbo none. They just kept walk like the water was solid ground. And when they got to where the ship was, didn't so much as give it a look. Just walk right past it. 'Cause they was going home.
I'm especially proud today to bless the coming child of our Eli and Eula Kazan. Our first child, we're going to be born up north. We child of the future.
Just count the stumps. Don't clear the field. Let's see.
Pass the shrimp. The bull egg. She got the big chill up there, man. No, the big chill.
Once I saw a pink satin case for jewelry for rich woman in a shop window. And other thing on the side, and you turn it and the music come out. I couldn't afford that case for myself. And I didn't ask nobody to buy it for me, you know. But in my mind, I put all those bad memories in that case and I locked them there so that I could take them out and look at them when I feel like it, and so I could study on them when I want to and figure it out, you know. But I didn't want them inside of me. I didn't want them inside of me. I don't let nothing in that case or nobody outside that case tell me who I am or how I should feel about me.
Bilal Muhammad, come join me. Come watch for your sins, brother Bilal. You understand, sword digger? Him a saltwater negro. You can't find no shame. Him master the sun and the moon.
When I leave here, you know, I'll be heading up for Canada. Nova Scotia. I like the sound of that, you know. Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia.
Nova Scotia. I never had too much trouble making a dollar. Never need nobody help me do that. I can't stand still. Got to keep moving. New faces, new places. Nova Scotia will be good to me.
Close together. Closer. Come on.
My name is Mrs. Snee. Get back up in the water.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
I ain't think about them old days much lately. But when I start to study on them, lots of things come back to me. You a natural fool, Hagar Pazette. Nobody ever say that the old souls living inside those glass jars. The bottle tree remind me of who been here and who done gone on. You study upon the colors and the shape. You appreciate the bottle tree eating every day, and you appreciate your loved ones.
Mr. Sneed.
Can you take me to the old man Bilal?
That old heathen is not important.
Is he family?
Oh, I guess so. Everybody back off in these islands is family. Unfortunately, so many like Bilal are so backward. They believe everything that happens is caused by conjure, magic, or their ancestors. They don't leave nothing to God.
Where we're heading, Nana? There'll be no need for trees covered with glass jars in our yard. We'll have gardens of fresh flowers, vegetables for the dinner table. Where we're heading, Nana, there'll be no need for no woman's magic.
Look up and remember Ebo Landing. Hold.
Can't complain none about them horseflies, weren't you? Stop putting that Lord on your head.
The Lord will carry us through, Nana. Trust in Jesus. Nana, we don't need no charms or dried roots and flowers.
When I was a child, my mother cut this from her hair, washing her soul away from me. Now, I add on my own care. There must be a bond, a connection between those that go north, those that remain, between us that are here and us that are across the sea. A connection. We are as two people in one body. The last of the old, the first of the new. We will always live this double life, you know, because we from the sea. We came here in chains, and we must survive. We must survive. The salt water she in my blood.
Il monte à côté ici, descend, s'occidental, quand j'étais le petit garçon.
De quoi vous vous souvenez? Vous vous souvenez de votre famille, de votre maison?
Mister, for many years I spoke those words with no one. What I remember, I tell you in this language that I learned to speak here. I come here on a ship called the Wanderer. I come with the Igbo. Some say the Igbo fly back home to Africa. Some say they all join hand and walk on top of the water. But mister, I was there. Those Igbo men, women, and children, 100 or more, shackled in iron. When they go down in that water, they ain't never come up. And nobody can walk on water.
We be fine, Nana. No, Nana, don't you go worrying. We gonna be just fine. Mine now, Nana Pazan. Don't go work yourself up. It's too hot out here for no mess. Get a hold of yourself, Viola.
Remember what the Father teach me before he passed on. It was the same as his Father teach him on the day he come back. He said, woman is the sweetness of life. They're sweet to the eye because they're beautiful. They're sweet to the ears because of their lovely voice and the way they sing. Woman is the sweetness of life. And that's what I remember.
On my own since I was a little girl. I've been on my own for such a long time. I thought I wanted it to be that way.
Lord knows you done worked hard, gal.
You know I'm not like the other woman here. But I need to know that I can come and hold on to what I come from. I need to know that the people that know my name, Yellow Mary Pazette, that I'm a proud woman and a hard woman. I want to stay. I want to stay where you're here.
Oh, now how she gonna come and put her shame on Mother Pazan?
I can't understand. Amir Pazan, put your children here on earth to fight amongst yourselves. How you can leave this soil, this sweat of our love, they here in this soil. Oh, I love you because you're mine. You're the fruit of an ancient tree.
Hiss! 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 So you... Some of us ain't forgetting how Yellow Mary sent the money for get Cousin Jake out of jail last spring.
Now, Nana, we ain't talking about no Cousin Jake here. Dog don't get mad because you say he's a dog.
Say it!
It is so shame of Yellow Mary because she got ruined. What you say about me? I want to?
Whatever to be said, just say it now, Eula.
As far as this place is concerned, We never was a pure woman. Deep inside, we believed they ruined our mothers, and their mothers will come for them. And we live our lives always expecting worse, because we feel we don't deserve no better. Deep inside, we believe that even God can heal the wound of our past, so protect us from the world that puts shackles on our feet.
My God loves me and protects me and watches over me.
Even though you're going up north, you're gonna think about being ruined too. You think you can cross over to the mainland and run away from it? You're gonna be sorry if you don't change your way of thinking before you leave this place. If you love yourself and love Yellow Mary, she a part of you, just like we are part of our mothers. A lot of us are going through things you feel you can't handle all alone. There's gonna be all kind of road for taking life. Let's not be afraid to take them. We deserve them, cause we all good women. Do you understand who we are and what we have become? With the dollars of those old dusty things man are carrying a tin can. We carry too many scars from the past. Our past on us. We wear our scars like armor for protection. Thick, hard, ugly scars that no one can pass through to ever hurt us again. Let's live our lives without living in a fall of all wounds.
You know what you talk about, old wounds. I don't think.
How can we plant in this dust?
We plant them each and every year. Are we finished?
My life, nigh done, and yours just the start. And I ain't gonna live so long time To see what become of all you Negro people who are free.
We going to be watching from heaven then, huh?
No, I ain't gonna be watching from no heaven. While soil, they still here for me for planting. We done took old gods and give them new names. They saw it all here that day, those eagles. This hand, they from me, from them, from us. Same soul as you are me. Come, children, kiss this hand full of me.
Lord, have mercy, have mercy.
Mercy, upside.
We ain't gonna help nothing.
Take my hand. Adi Wawa could give you strength. Take me where you go, by your strength. Take my hand. Take me wherever you go. By your strength. Wherever you go. All folks supposed to die. It ain't right. They're supposed to die and go to heaven. Take my hand. It ain't right. Oh, man. That ain't right.
Hoodoo mess. And no roots and herbs gonna change nothing. Done gone and spoil everything. All used to do it this way don't have none today.
Come, child, I love you 'cause you're mine. Mama, please.
الله أكبر أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم
In this quiet place, simple folk kneel down and catch a glimpse of the eternal. Morning will begin a new life for my children and me. They would carry my spirit. They remain here with the old souls.
And so, on the 19th day of August, 1902, they left these islands and set out for the north, having said farewell, perhaps never to see us again. My ma and daddy stayed behind with Ella Mary. Some say Eli got himself all involved with the anti-lynching issue. Some say Eula saw too much of herself and Nan Pazan and wanted her children born on this island. They say Ma was always peculiar, and Nana's root and herbs set she off. All I know is I was born here before Nana passed on. We remain behind, growing older, wiser, stronger.
Peace, 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 party people. Y'all stayed. Nobody dipped. Well, most people dipped, but nobody's all
The
here.
Shall Not Dip crew.
Shall Not Dip crew.
Diehards, we shall not dip.
Right on, right on. Shall Not Dip. Shall Not Dip. I appreciate y'all. We definitely wanted to, honor our last day and just, hear from y'all. Doesn't have to be about the film or all that, but just see how y'all feeling, how y'all doing. As you know, this was more of an abstract, surreal vibration to show the color of maroonage, maroonage. So yeah, just wanted to check in and see how y'all feeling. I'm still high off the fact that Maroon called earlier, so I don't know how y'all feel, but I'm just already like, I'm good for the year. But yeah, I'll open it up to y'all and see how y'all doing.
Kind of bittersweet. I got things I gotta do tonight, but I still don't want any of this to end. Like, I wish we could just watch another movie. But it's okay. Like, we got a lot. We did a lot. We're together. This is all really nice. I just, I don't like endings,
We're just beginning.
Whatever.
Yes, the good thing is that I did hear somebody say we're just beginning, which is true. I'm not sure if that was Remedy or Noah. Could have been either of you because y'all have similar vibrations. So, but definitely this is just, we like to have like little closures for seasons. Otherwise people be like, what? This is a perpetual yearly Maroon thing that goes eternally. We don't have so we like, how we do. This was our soul session, the film screenings and all that. And hopefully next season we'll do something different. But yeah, anyone else?
Okay, I'm here. Thank you all for having me. These days it gave me a lot of practice with this new job that it is that I have. Actually just started my, I have to go as well, but I'm here with you all until the end. But I have some young people on the line that I'm mentoring and helping them with this new virtual world of education, and their parents are having some issues with some things. So this is a new task that I picked up yesterday. So they were supposed to call me at 3 p.m., but it ended up being at now. So like, I have my day scheduled, guys. You're supposed to call me. So I'm just teaching them about accountability and self-responsibility, because that's truly what it is about. But it's just divine in its timing of how tonight was the last night for this entire month of so much teaching and so much joy and new information and education and just spirit and consciousness and compassion and mercy this entire month. And I'm excited that I was able to be a part of it. And I'm also excited that my Uncle Russell was able to call tonight. We want his liberation. To me, his voice has declined a lot since the first that I've talked to him in January to now this today. And it's been making me emotional these last couple of days that I've been speaking to him. He's like, no, I want to hear you talk. So it's like he's feeding off of our vibrations and our energy. So I was just trying to make sure that I'm high in vibration anytime that I speak to him. And we don't want to necessarily say, yeah, you're dying, so this is the call, this is what I'm saying. But most importantly, it's like, yeah, we're going to see you on this side. But the reality to everything is that he's struggling and he is dying. He has stage 4 cancer. We know that having COVID, there are complications during, after, before, all of those different things. And those are just some things that are being done. So I'm grateful for y'all. I'm grateful for you all. And I'm glad that you all got an opportunity to hear him, and that like that right there is just probably another 6 months for him, So it's those types of opportunities that just bring things together. So I'm grateful.
We're definitely going to, we were brainstorming on a few things, Rosa and I, and we were talking about the fact that we have the Eric Legacy Garden that we're launching and making sure that happens on Staten Island for Eric Garner. And then we realized we had a conversation with your cousin, Teresa Schultz, when we did the film screening for Judas and the Black Messiah. And she was like, do you have a garden? We're like, yeah. She's like, did you name your garden? Like, no, we didn't name our garden. Oh, and she was like, well, you need to have leaflets and all these little things set up there for when people come by, you name your garden. We were like, oh, so now we're going to be on this like Maroon Liberation Garden tour come spring and summer and figure out how to have people have like a little plot. For me, it's basil, you know, naming it after Maroon or something that you have, some plant to name after Maroon or a plot of it, and then figure out how people can also contribute in that way who are doing a Mother Earth centeredness, eco-socialist, environmentalist approach, you know, to get more people galvanized, because I know we're doing that garden project and also going out to Philly. So going out with some filmmakers to interview you, if you could come from DC, Mama Joy, and have a conversation when it gets a little bit nicer out, probably in a month and a half or so, and have a whole jazz, hip hop festival at the garden, you know, yeah, see how so I'm talking about. So let Russell know, let Uncle Russell know we got some more things to cook up. So he's gonna be fine. We're gonna be all right. And I know, like you said, he's been like his voice has been declining, but I think if we keep this energy up, if we keep the spirit up of constantly thinking of new ways and prefiguring how to strategize and just vibrate the community, I feel like that'll vibrate his soul. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's something that we could commit to doing, and we have been doing. So let him know that, and you know, we're gonna keep moving.
Sure. Yeah. If I could just say one more thing quickly. You know, I've been praying to the Creator lately, just for a team of people that just sees the vision to bring this forward. You know, to bring some peace and some healing to this entire call, freedom all. You know, political prisoners, you know, families, and it's just a lot. It's a lot, but you guys you have a good footing. And thank you for the 5 C's. I'm going to use that, Rosa, because sometimes I have to be understood in what my position is. And I like that Mama Settles went and she talked about her 5 C's. I was like, yeah, I like that. Okay. You know, so I started to really just identify with those things with myself. And I'm gaining more clarity as the days go on with my role with this Maroon Coalition, the Schultz powered up by the Schultz people, my legacy with my father's stuff, like it all connects itself. And I'm just grateful for you guys. I don't know what much else to say, but thank you. Thank you for embracing me, this newfound job, and just seeing me with my different 40 and slips and just my growth over this past month and a half or 2 months, should I say. So I'm grateful for it. Yeah.
I must say you're doing all right. I think everybody else here can attest to that. You're doing quite all right, beyond all right. You're fine, you're brilliant, and we love that. And we'll follow you and Uncle Russell, and we'll continue the movement. So I know you got the youth to attend to. We know what it is to be accountable to our young people. So anytime, you're always welcome, and we'll see you in the new season. And you know we're gonna talk on Thursday, because you know we keep it moving. So I'll see you every week, and we'll be building in some capacity.
Oh, and another thing, I'll mention this on Thursday, but this Saturday we're having a discussion and a documentary viewing of who was Rufus Harley. Rufus Harley is my dad, and I'll share the link and the information Thursday. And I'm so got some radio interviews going on, some other meetings and things like that with that. But I'll share that link. And people are like, why don't you tell them? And I'm just like, because they're not speaking about jazz. But okay, I'll share it. So it's not anything maroon, and but
it's art. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Yeah. I'm like,
jazz is maroon. Jazz is maroon. Hip hop is maroon. So hear it. And I know we didn't get to tell everybody else in the school, but we'll forward it out to all of our people to make sure they tune in, because people are going to be hungry, because we're going to be off from requiring people to come through and in this particular way of communing, but they'll look for things that we're doing. So definitely send it and share it.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Cool. Love you, Sister Noah Harmony.
I love you all so much. Thank you. Thank you.
We love you too.
Thank you. I can't wait to see your faces again.
Oh,
it'll be soon.
Yeah, it will be soon. It will be soon. And I'll send that email to you, brother, tonight, Spirit Child, with all of the information. If you could get it out sooner, I'll send it out. So.
Right on. We'll do. Thank you so much. Power. All
right. Peace and love.
Peace. I see Jen. Jen has she's doing the hand thing. But Jen,
yes.
you have thing. You know, you can talk whenever you want. Go ahead, Gen C.
I'm used to just the stacks and people being on the presentation and not even seeing my hand. But I just wanted to say, in case you guys haven't heard yet, a little update on the Free 'em All hashtag, that timely parole just passed a committee, the corrections committee. So it's going to be seen on the state Senate floor soon, which is very good news. And in connection with that, I really appreciated the fact that I just became a member of the Long Island chapter of RAP. And I'm on so many Zoom calls with Laura Whitehorn. And it's like a great complete 180 circle, because the first Zoom that I've ever sat in with you guys, she was on that call. And so during like the Black August legacy. So it's just great to know that, like, you know, there's always, you never know what capacity you're coming in and coming out of, and like what circles you're going to stay in. But just to know, like, the intention of where I started with follows me, especially when like I'm an hour and a half away from New York City, but I'm still so connected to the Maroon School, and I'm so connected to you and Rosa. And I really, really appreciate that. And this was great. This was really, really great. Like, I feel like I've definitely expanded my knowledge. And now on my personal level, I came in not knowing how to describe me, not knowing, having any skill sets. And on a local level, I'm building those skill sets. So that's really great. And I know that there's the form going around, and I will fill that out. But one thing that I think that I would really appreciate at the end of seasons, if you could send out like an annotated resource list, because there's a lot of reading. I want to go back and read everything. So thank you.
Woo, we love it. The people, and the people put work back to us. That's great. We'll figure out how to do that. Doreen and Rosa, we have a job to do. We can figure out how to compile a lot of these chats and things that we had recommended over the past few months. But we know what it is, and videos as well. We do have a lot of them locked in. So thank you, Jen. Appreciate you, Gen C. Anyone else? Remedy?
I am feeling very emotional, like, but they're good emotions, you know, they're still fucking tears, which is raw, but, you know, and they're still salty, so I don't really like them. They're not real comfortable, but, but at least they're not sorrowful tears, you know. It was very, very good to hear Russell's voice. You know, we got to share in that call, and that was like pretty awesome. And this film was like totally a romantic film, like a step away from a tearjerker, which is not my favorite category of film. I like horror comedy next time, please. It's just a request. Where's the suggestion box at around here? Other than that, yeah. So during this time, my tears aren't your fault. It's just the whole collective, you know, yeah. So it feels good to be able to like let these fall in a healthy way, but that's enough already. I'm like, anyways. Other than that, I'm feeling pretty good. I feel very grateful to be here. This is like totally aerobics for my soul. Like, it like keeps me pumped and strong and like inspired, and it gives me hope to think that like I'm not the only one in the world that cares about things like social injustice and like all these things, you know? So thank you all very much for just your parts that you do here, and for helping guide so many of us wayward children to the light. I appreciate you all very much.
Well, that's easy when you have a light that shines and glows from all of you. So we are only following your light as well, and we radiate and vibrate that light and accentuate it out to the universe. So thank you so much for being here and giving your light, Remedy, and your power and strength towards Maroonage, Modernage, and since day one. And we'll pass it off to your sister wife, Miss Madame.
Hey, so what you want to know? You want to know how I feel?
Yes, we'd like to know how you feel,
How am
Madame.
I feeling? I'm feeling all right. Let's see. I'm feeling energized. I'm feeling excited. I'm feeling, really accomplished. I feel like we got a lot done. I feel really connected. You know, the beginning of season 1, I was feeling like so alone, like really alone. And, being able to like connect with, just the group and the formation has been really, really fulfilling. And, I feel good. I got my candles burning. I got 3 candles. I got a green one, I got a red one, and I got a white one. And, I got my rose water from that time he told me to take the rose bath and put the water in the moonlight. Yes. So I have it. So I be spraying myself sometimes, make it rain.
Yes.
And when I go outside, I'm gonna spray my wife because she needs some of this. And the next thing I'm looking forward to is the next time we have a misa. We missed it this time, but I have even my little prayer book right here with my stuff. So, it's over here. I must have put it away, but my little Jesus prayer book that your mother gave me.
Yes, we know that book. And speaking of, I know we go at 10. Sorry guys, we go, but if we go at 10, is 10 too early? Because I know the West Coast, y'all rocking on like 7 8.
10 for your time? 10 to 9.
Yeah, you want us to go to like 12?
7 a.m. for me. I'm up at 7 a.m. Talk to sister wife. That might be a little early for her. Waking her up at 7 o'clock in the morning. She says she'll wake up.
Some things are worth it. Some things are worth early rising, like children or God, or some things are worth it. So yeah, you guys are worth it.
Children, God. Awesome. All right, cool.
I'm up, so I can wake her up.
All right. Well, thank you.
You better not.
We're going to keep that because, it really helps our people out in Europe and across the world who want to tune in as well, who are operating on a 6-hour difference ahead.
Yeah, that's fine. But I feel good.
We'll try to figure something out.
I feel good. I mean, 7 a.m. works for me. And you know what? She'll get up. She's joking. She'll get up. She'll be cranky about it, but I will have hot coffee. And I'll have waffles for her. I'll give her cake breakfast. Everything will be fine. Don't worry.
Just cake for breakfast and I'll be fine. And I've been waking up early every day anyways now for the last like 5 months or something. My wife finally wore off on me. So I may not be fully with it, but I'm awake.
Yeah.
That sounds good, Rosa. It sounds like one of these months I will be on the West Coast enjoying the awakening and rising to be in our spiritual ceremonies. Hosted by Miss Madame with some waffles and things.
Yeah.
Right?
Come through. We got space. I'm sure Mistress Cyan will be fine with that. All we got to say is the revolution's coming through. She'll be like, all right.
Right on. Good.
She's around to die like that. She's one of us. So I think I said enough. I feel really good. I feel really loved and held and inspired by all of y'all. So I will, you want me to pass the mic or you want to tell somebody?
Yeah, pass it. You pass it.
All right. So how about I pass it to Doreen since she's right below me on the screen.
Thank you, Madame. Well, bringing a lot of things that were set together. I meant to share this earlier, but then I didn't. So these are going out to our young people tomorrow, and Russell Maroon Schultz is in there with the quote on hip hop, and the movie inspired me to spit some rum and blow some smoke on those things before they come out and go out, so the young people can find the gates towards us. So by all means necessary. And I was just thinking as well when Noah was talking about Russell Maroon Schultz and his obviously being sick. I think next time we should definitely give him some prayers. And we don't have to wait till our spiritual circle. There's a lot of spiritual people out here. I think if we just tune into his body and send him healing and health and say those prayers to him as well, we never know what that can do. And, we have force. That's all I wanted to say. And I'll pass it on to Brad.
Thanks, Doreen. Yeah, thanks for this movie. Extremely beautiful. I would like to watch again. I feel like I missed some of the symbolism. There's lots going on here. Very beautiful. And mostly I wanted to say thank you for the event yesterday, which lifted my spirits like very little has this gray month. I was like, you know what, I'll tune in for a half hour, see how it's going. I was just like riveted the entire time. It was so good. It was, again, I felt like I'm just lucky to be here in this room, that like I get to watch this stuff. So that's cool. We are fired up, new energy in the South. It's all good. We'll be going all the way through March. I'll fill you in on some of our plans when we meet later this week. And I am super impressed, Paul. You're just with it this whole time. It's awesome.
I'm sorry I wasn't able to be fully present at the beginning since I was kind of transitioning from work and then traveling home. But thank you so much for this beautiful, really beautiful opportunity to have. I really loved actually hearing everybody at the beginning and going around, and the opportunity to be present in the phone call. I shouted out in the middle of a subway car somewhere between 96th Street, like free Maroon on like the subway. That was very, I feel, thank you for creating this space, and I'm glad to be here.
Do you want to share, because there's a lot of people here who are the leaders, all of us in their own right, clearly, because they've stayed up to the late hours of this night as far as our call. But do you want to share a bit about yourself, Paul, where you're coming from? I know we'll get that from Brad, but it'd be good to hear from you a bit more about you. I know you're in the classical realm, musician, but what you play and
absolutely. Do I got it out? I am a musician, so this is my tool, my instrument trumpet that I was sort of came up in, and Brad and I work together in a lot of different capacities. One of my favorite things we do right now is Brad kind of, one of the things I wanted to say earlier was the 5 C's that I wanted to reference to Brad was the compassion that I know that I see in Brad as somebody, the one person here that I've known for a long time, that's very generative, like that compassion that I see in you, Brad. And so Brad invited me into this space. Brad invited me to get to know Sherman Creek Park in the last few months, which I live up in Inwood, and a park that I had probably walked by so many times and not entered, and not. So I'm grateful for that. So we meet usually when it's a little warmer. We go and meet and pull weeds and hang out in the park. But oh gosh, what am I supposed to be saying? Anyway, yeah. So I'm I grew up in the Midwest, but I've been in New York for 15 years. I'm a musician. I sometimes use the term teaching artist. I'm going through probably a transition phase in my life right now. I'm sort of trying to decide, how to move ethically in the world, and I think this is a really important space to do all the unlearning and learning, and there's a lot going on. So and I do like the idea of decolonizing classical music. Lord have mercy. I'm a doctoral student right now at Teachers College, and that's kind of maybe my dissertation topic, like deconstructing and reconstructing the music building. If you want to get like super academic someday, but I don't know. But I also want to decolonize academia, because oh my God, I almost want to sing my dissertation or like do it verbally. I don't even want to write it. Anyway.
That's awesome. I love that. I love you already. Yeah, we definitely have been having a lot of those conversations in regards to the intellectual realm, the academic realm, the revolutionary, the reform, the neoliberal, all that stuff it all comes into play. And I love the fact that you're thinking of marooning in a way of how do you restructure the presentation of what they expect from you.
Yeah.
It depends on the people and the students, right? Like you should figure
Well,
that out.
I view spaces like this space as more like, I think much more important and even more fruitful than like the academy. Now, there's some good things in the academy. I mean, I'm not saying but it's so, you know, it is of that capitalistic world. So yeah.
Paul's gonna bring a hammer down on Lincoln Center. Just wait, it's gonna get crazy.
Yes.
We'll see.
Right on.
Well, I want to like take down some walls and open space for others to come in.
That's great. Thank you so much for being with us, Paul. We look forward to hearing more from you. I know you'll be coming in as you can in the South, and the South, as you know, is a part of our family. So when we start back in season 3, April 12th, we welcome you to come in the modernage of films that we'll probably show for that, at least for the month of April, probably honoring and celebrating Fred Ho. More so in that because that's the time of his transition. I'm sure Brad will put you on, or has already, into who he was and what he means to us. So with that said, I will pass it to Rosa Baby Maroon, who's now Rosa Maroon Party for Liberation. She has graduated.
Peace, y'all. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I just came from a baby christening, or I just, tonight was so ceremonial, you know. It was really a powerful evening. So definitely feeling really high off the people, and very glad and grateful to welcome you, Paul, and, you know, just looking around like I shall not dip crew that's still here, Jen and Madame and Remedy and Brad and Doreen is never dipping. I don't know when she sleeps. And yeah, so soul session for real soul session. Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, I really feel like the spirits are here with us, and Maroon came through, and what a glorious season and glorious evening. So thank you all, and peace and love. And yes, see some of you tomorrow and Wednesday, Thursday. Yes, much love.
In a different capacity. Nothing is quite like this. So I really do thank you all for being here. And it does mean a lot that other formations have been coming here as well, being a part of it. And that's because of you all. Like you make it so unique and so irresistible that people don't know what to expect when they come through this Zoom door, which is what makes it brilliant, and it makes it work, and it makes it sustainable for our souls. So I thank you all who are here, who have been leading. Madame, I've been hearing a lot about you in the North. Quiet is kept, but I know you're making moves, and you have a whole West Cali hub going on for this meeting on Thursday and all that. So we see you, even if we don't have a conversation with you, we know what's happening. So we appreciate you. We know what's going down. And Brad, thank you so much for orchestrating and conducting the brilliance and potentiality to be kinetic fire and flame in the South, and making sure that people are focused there and creating their music, and not forgetting that we just created a beautiful continuation of an opus, the We Maroon, that Liberation Suite. And that is gonna be our continual project culturally throughout the year. And of course, Remedy, you are adding so much to this web of Maroon Liberation Book Club. I don't know if we got to write it. We got to map it down, because the annotation that Jen is speaking of, it needs to actually be mapped out with all the different compartments that are happening and all the various ways that we're connecting and bringing out this beautiful energy, political education, soul, everything that's going down in all the various spaces. So I thank you all for doing that. And obviously, Mr. Vitz with her work out in Europe and making sure that she decolonizes the freaking Belgians make sure that the youth there in the prison, she didn't mention that, but the youth in the prison are receiving this paper because we are not able to reach them directly like we used to. So we're figuring out literature is the best way, graffiti is another way, art, visual art, and that's what she had designed, and it's in fruition. And all the people have been organizing and making it happen. So applause, power to you all for making Maroonage, Maroonage, Maroon the person, Maroon the energy, Maroon the vibration, and we did it. Season 2, it is officially done. Everybody come up to say yes.
Yeah! Yay!
Thank you all. And of course, Brad, send our love to Laura. We know she is always there supporting and being with you. And we feel
Laura, Spirit sends their love.
I know she's working hard.
She's waving. She's working hard.
That's
Yeah,
right.
she's doing rap stuff too. She's doing Filsa, the Friends of Incarcerated Law Students. She's on it. She's on it.
I know she is. I know she is. And we thank her for.
She was just celebrating fair and timely parole also. Yeah, Gen C brought that up before. Yeah.
Hey, why don't you guys take next Monday off?
We will see, thank Laura. I mean, actions on all fronts, as El Haj Malik Shabazz has always said, Malcolm X, actions on all fronts. We had a conversation with Laura, so we do appreciate her work, her diligency in working the atmosphere of the criminal injustice system that she's tackling on, which is no easy fight. And I'm appreciative of the fact that she's also connecting with people like Laura Whitehorn, former political prisoners, and people who are on the ground to give that direction and guidance. And I know her heart, mind, and soul is in that place. So no matter how much of a conglomerate this system is, she shall not be defeated, and she will be victorious in whatever project or dissertation or manifestation of case or whatever it is that she's going to be doing. We send her prayers that way, and Maroon on. And thank you all. We love you.
Love you too.
Love you.
Love you all.
Love you all.
Love you all. So long.
Yay, love you too, Paul. Welcome to the family.
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you.
Stuck with us now.
Love you, Paul. Thank you.
All right. Peace and many blessings.
Yes.
Peace and blessings. It's time to dip now.
Free your mind, free your people, free them all.
On
the count of 3.
Free them all.
Free them all. 3.
Free them all.
Free them all. I was late. Sorry.
All right, that's fine.
All right. It's just us two.
You know. Yes. So long. Farewell.
Peace. I'll see you in the morning. No, maybe at some point.